Assalamualaikum and hello there. Hope you're having a good day. I'm Izzat Johar and today we'll be presenting my case study of choice, which is the historic city of Dubrovnik, Croatia. The city is famously known for its heritage sites and its cruise tourism. Now, let's move on to the background of the case study area. The city of Dubrovnik and its surrounding area cover the southernmost region of Croatia, stretching along the narrow Adriatic coastal belt under the Dinaric mountain peaks. The old town of Dubrovnik was formally established at the end of the 12th century when two Slavic settlements were fortified and strengthened within the city walls. From the 13th century onward, Dubrovnik became an important Mediterranean sea power, as evidenced by its many and diverse buildings such as Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque churches, monasteries, palaces and fountains. In 1667, the city was severely damaged by an earthquake. However, the majority of the old town has been preserved to the present day. In the 20th century, the city became a well-known tourist destination and in 1977, it joined the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites. In the 1990s, the city was yet again damaged during an armed conflict. However, its restoration was coordinated by UNESCO in order to preserve the unique architecture of the old town. Nowadays, the city is one of the most famous tourist destinations in Croatia and in southeastern Europe. The mountainous landscape, the crystal clear blue sea, and the unique architecture have made Dubrovnik worthy of the nickname Pearl of the Adriatic. What attracts tourists the most is the view of its preserved white stone defensive walls endowed with numerous forts and towers surrounding the medieval red rooftop houses and palaces. Hence, the famous tourist attractions are the old town, the city walls, and numerous fortresses including Lovrijenac, Minseta, and Bokar. Today, small tourism businesses provide most of the tours in the city, mainly focusing on local history and the popular TV series Game of Thrones. Hence, the tours are largely organized according to scripts that meets tourist preference for walking through the site and experiencing various gazes. The most important local heritage sites are sold under the meme of Discovery Tour, the history of politics and the challenges relating to the city's fortification, and it is sold as the War Tour. While the film-induced experience tours bear direct references to the Game of Thrones. In the case of the last two, walks are being sold with an explanation that visitors are less attracted to the historical depth of the physical site than to its stage narrative. One of the most attractive cruise destinations in Adriatic, the arrival and stay of cruising passengers has a significant impact on quality of life and the quality of the visitors' experience in Dubrovnik. Even though it is one of the most important contributors to its growing economy, cruise tourism also poses important challenges. Firstly, more than 2/3 of passengers from a single cruise ship visit the town's historic area, which is very often reflected in 9,000 cruise visitors in the tourist sites. If this volume is to be added to locally accommodated tourists and other daily visitors to the historic area, there is a significant breach of Dubrovnik's carrying capacity, which is only 8,000 daily visitors. This testifies of the big pressure on the city's infrastructure and highly seasonal tourism. The overcrowding resulted in the old town, once the most popular and prestigious location to live in, losing a quarter of its local population in the last 5 years. Another challenge of the Dubrovnik cruise tourism is the uneven daily and yearly scheduling, mostly for a single day or a few hours. During this time, there are a few days a week when the ship's call times have been overlapping. This burdens the harbour and creates extreme traffic jams inwards and outwards of Dubrovnik. Lastly, dock ships pollute the air, while their catering services create abundance of waste that is being taken care of by local waste management services. The latter were built in times with minimal or no cruise tourism in Dubrovnik, which means it will make the waste management a challenging task. Adding to the Dubrovnik's tourism popularity are also its inscription to the UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites since the year 1979, and numerous successful films and TV shows for which the town was used as a filming location. However, being classified as a UNESCO Heritage Site and being associated with numerous successful films has its perks and perils. On the one hand side, since the late 2000s and especially in 2011, Dubrovnik has boasted an increasing number of tourist visits, excluding cruise visitors. In 2015 itself, there were almost 1.5 million tourist arrivals, while almost 1 million admission tickets were sold for the city walls. This record tourist numbers are attributed to the HBO mega hit TV series Game of Thrones, suggesting that Game of Thrones film tourism resulted in a 38% increase in tourist arrival, a 29% increase in overnight stays, and a 37% increase in city walls admission tickets, compared to a mere 7% increase in tourist arrival, a 8% increase in an overnight stays, and a 2% increase in city walls admission in the pre-Game of Thrones period. On the other hand, these record numbers create challenges for visitor management. Firstly, most visits take place in the summer month, from June to September. Secondly, most visited attractions are the Old Town, the city walls, and numerous fortresses that are all concentrated in a small place. This creates crowding, congestion, and increased dissatisfactions, which means there are currently an over-tourism that are happening inside the Old Town of the city of Dubrovnik. So now that the impact have been known, there are ways in minimizing it. But it is also important to note that the Municipal Council of Dubrovnik have made their own action as well, such as increasing the admission tickets. So that is a no-go. The only thing that is left to be made is to actually control visitor movement before and after entering the Old Town, such as stimulating new itineraries outside the city walls, using rural areas to conduct activities relating to Game of Thrones that would delay tourist movement inside the city, hence optimizing tourist movement inside the Old Town. Then, tourism infrastructure should be renewed as well, especially the waste management system, in order to minimize environmental impact by efficiently take care of wastage that the city produced. After that, reviewing and adaptation of regulations must be made. The main objective is that to improve cruise ship arrival layouts, coordination of arrivals and departures of buses, taxis and vehicles, as well as reducing crowds and regulate tourist activities in the areas that most needed it. So, that is all for the video. There are a lot of impacts that could be seen in the city of Dubrovnik itself. This is because the city is booming from tourism. While there are positive impacts and positive outcomes from the tourism activities, the impacts should be seen as well, and countermeasures should be made in order to sustain the success that it made. That is all from me. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Assalamualaikum.